It's a bullseye! And here's your host, Jim Forrest!
Perhaps today is a good day to die. Prepare for running speed!
Sir, there's another starship coming in. It's the Enterprise.
Your shoulder bone connected to your neck bone, your neck bone connected to your head bone. Now hear the word of the Lord. Them bones gonna walk around.
Take a base of action. Green group, skip across the whole sector of each other.
Admiral, we have enemy ships in Sector 47.
It's a trap.
.007 Triple X.
Bond, what do you think you're doing?
Keeping the British hand up, sir.
Nobody does.
Sorry if I scared you. You'll like this bit.
I've got to admit. Yes, indeed, and yes, indeed. Good evening, good morning. It is weird. I was just checking YouTube, and my stream hadn't started. Right? I was like, "Where is it?" And I knew it started because the titles were running, and then I went back to it, and already, boom, it started again. It started. I think the problem, right, with all the I was late last night or early. The timing was wrong last night. I think the problem is called Eastern European Summertime. Right, until they switch over to Eastern European Summertime, everything is kablooey, right? That's basically my my take on the matter. Ah, yes, indeed, that is very good. That is very good. It's a big evening for me tonight. When I finish the stream, I have to do a tradition called a Bedikas Chametz, searching for the Chametz, right? Searching for the leaven. So it's thank you too. I'm just saying, there's so many different ways I could go around. So now our houses are completely bread free, grain product free, bread free, completely bread free. So what we do now, we do the search for the bread. So make the last search to make sure it's not there. And you've got to walk around with a candle, right, and a spoon, wooden spoon, and a feather. And any bit that you find, you squeak into your spoon, right, and put it in a bag, and then you burn it tomorrow for beer chametz, right? The burning of the chametz, right? No more chametz happening. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. So do I have the app? Yeah, let's do. I have the app, right? Because the app is really awesome, right? The app's really awesome. So the weird thing, right? There's actually two weird things. Wait 1 second. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Here, 1 second. Allow, always allow, right? Allow when using app. 5. Here, let me see the 5. So here, it starts off. Can you see it? The lights are. Hang on. Wish I could share the screen. Right, it starts off, you have like a menu, and there you go, doink. You have the handy blessings that you have to say. But here's the cool bit, right? Here's the cool bit. So then it's like, is it this? Where is it? Search for the chametz. Oh, it's a really cool bit. There's a really cool bit. Oh, here we go. Okay, wants to access the camera. Fine. So you can see the app, you have a little candle. You're supposed to go around with a little candle and a feather and a spoon. But you do, and it turns the light on your phone, right? So you get roughly the same effect. So what's going on with this bizarro little tradition, right? So we've cleaned our houses, right, for Passover. Hopefully for the Messiah. I had a wacky idea how the Messiah could come really, really quickly. Right, how things could really go down, but it's not going to go down that way because I had that idea, and that never happens that way. Anyway, what you do is you have to look round the room with a candle and make sure the room's dark, right? So the idea is this: that if you look at like your shithole you live in, right, covered in junk everywhere, you're never ever going to be able to tackle it. So that's why the lights are off and you only look with a candle, so you're going to see one thing at a time, right? But it's also analogous. It's an allegory for how this time of year you should be cleaning out your soul, right? Cleaning out your soul for things that you don't really need anymore, baggage that you have that you don't really want anymore. And you can't really do that while looking at everything as a whole. But if you go and look at, take a teeny tiny snapshot, right, of little areas, that's the way you can make great progress, right? So that's what happens tonight. So tomorrow night is Seder night, Passover night. Big deal, right? We got this big family night. Most Jews go to Seder somewhere, regardless of affiliation. So, because now that was the commemorating the exodus of the Jews from Egypt. So I was thinking, probably not. A world-changing messianic event. Is coming tomorrow night. It seems to be things are calming down a bit, and it really does feel kind of like that. Everything feels like. I don't know. Maybe I just got used to the insanity, right? Of the Trump trial, the war, everything. Yeah, maybe I just got used to the insanity, and I'm just like kind of coasting at this point. Or maybe it's calmed down. I can't tell, right? I can't tell. But here, did I go out with the great case scenario? Like, this wouldn't happen, right? But let's say at this Trump trial. There was a guy who burnt himself to death outside of it that wasn't there last week, a nutball guy. And so let's say Trump is assassinated, right? Let's say Trump is killed by the CIA or by a stooge or so, or like by just some crazy. Let's say Trump is actually assassinated. Well, let's say it looks much more like a CIA hit, right? So then the country immediately breaks into civil war, like breaks apart and breaks into civil war, right? Because there's no heir apparent, right? At that moment, right, I would say China would launch an offensive against Taiwan. Russia will probably nuke Kiev, and Iran will probably attack us, right? Now that's a way we could totally get a messianic era by Wednesday. But yeah, that would totally work, right? That for me would totally work. Like if like I wouldn't want Trump to be assassinated, but I think that would actually spark a civil war, right? I really do, right? Crazy times. Slightly less crazy times in my house. How can I explain this to you? Yeah, okay, fine. 1 second. I gotta close all these down, and I'll try and explain to you using Photoshop. You need a visual aid for this, right? Because the other thing about Passover, we talked about it a little bit, is kitnios, right? What are we going to do with kitnios? Now, kitnios is a thing from Ashkenazi Jews, that's Eastern European Jews, where in France, apparently, they would store their grain with they'll store their rice with grain to keep it fresh, or something along those lines, right? They'll store their rice with grain, right? So therefore the grain is verboten on Passover. So therefore they forbade legumes, so like rice and chickpeas. So here's the thing. There's no need whatsoever to keep that tradition anymore, right? Because the worry of having grain mixed in with your legumes is crazy. Also, it's very, very hard to it makes life harder in Israel, right? It makes life a lot harder in Israel because Israel is all Sephardi, Eastern European, Eastern Jews, right? And they never had this tradition. So what I do is here. So here, it basically boils down to this: a fundamental difference in how you view time and how you view memorializing time. Here, 1 second. How you view time. Let me share the screen. Share screen. Share, doink. Okay, bit of Photoshop. Let's share it. Yeah, you go. Right. So let's look at this way. Right. Pencil was that big enough? Make that bit chunkier. Look chunky. Fine. So let's say we have this event called Mount Sinai. Right. Big clouds. Mount Sinai. Like that. Okay, Mount Sinai, right? And all the Jews over here, look at it. Oh, wow, Mount Sinai, right? So, okay, you have this event where God intersects with our finite reality, essentially, right? The Sinai event, we'll call that. So, and at that Sinai event, it was most of the laws were given, and the Bible up until that point. And then on from there, was it then on from there where they would they'll get updates as they lived them, essentially, right? So anyway, so the Jews went to live in Israel. I mean, it's kind of what it looks like. Hold on a second, let's move this book. Now I press the wrong. What's that? What? Why is that the eraser color? That makes no sense. Eraser tool, right? Unless, what's up with that? Okay, I don't understand at all. Doink. Let me just erase that. I'll try that again. Doink. There you go. Right. So then the Jews all end up in Israel. Doink. Okay. I'll try one more time. It's only my insane patriotism that's making me worry about it. And even though this is what Israel looked like then, we had a lot more of it. There you go, Israel, Kinneret. So they went to go there, right? Fine. So when there was the Jewish Empire here in Israel, everything that was given at Mount Sinai those hundreds of years earlier was easily remembered, right? Then Israel was invaded, and there was a need to write down that oral law, that oral tradition, because too many rabbis were being killed, and there was arguments about what was actually being said at Mount Sinai. Anyway, lots of time goes by, and the Jews are exiled, right? So Jews go all different directions around the world, which is basically where we are now. Right? They go everywhere, right? That Nazi propaganda. Yeah, we kind of agree with it. And then right now we ended up back in Israel. Yeah, back in Israel from 1948, right? So here's the thing. Let me just draw a bit of Israel action. So this is where we are right now. This is actually going to be a practical thing in a minute. Anyway, fine. So they all ended up here. So let's say that a piece of Jewish law happened here, right? Something that in this essay Jewish law happened here, but didn't happen on the bottom one, right? So, and then which is like this thing, kitnios, right? Kitnios is something that we don't need anymore. Like we literally don't need anymore. Okay, so here's the two different ways of looking at time. I think the more traditional Western, civilization is, now you're living here, right? And a couple of thousand years have gone by, right? Now you're living here. What is your goal to replicate this event or not? Right? Is it to actually replicate what was given here or not? And we say no, right? We say no. They say no. We cling to all these old traditions, like this one, this Kitniot one, right? Why? Because this makes our personal connection, all the way back through time to be one of these people right here, right? Right? Is it so? Yeah. And even though you're picking up bullshit, right? You don't want to forget the bullshit because that's your personal connection to probably one of the most important events in history. Like it was about 3,000 years or 4,000 years from, something like 4,000 years from doink. Fine, okay. So with that understood, I can now tell you what's going on. Man, that was a lot of background. That was a lot of background. If anybody's just tuning in now, they go, what is this, like the battle plan for Gaza? What's going on? Right? What's going on? If you're tuning in, yes, it's the battle plan for Gaza. Yeah, I'm just letting you all know now. You know, this is the plan for Rafah. No. So, why do you need to know all this stuff, right? Why do you need to know this stuff? I'll tell you why. For a very good reason. Cornflakes. Okay? Cornflakes. So corn is one of the things that got added onto this category of kitniot, right? Rather late on. Now, the attitude I take is I don't eat kitniot, right? These legumes that look like kitniots. Like I wouldn't eat a corn on the cob. I wouldn't eat a corn salad, right? I probably wouldn't eat corn chips. I wouldn't eat corn flakes, right? But I would eat something with cornstarch in it, right? If it's like if they put in the mayonnaise for Passover, they use exactly. They use cornstarch in the Coca-Cola for I think for Passover, for example, right? If you can't see it and you wouldn't be able to intuit it's in there, I'm fine with eating it. Now, my daughter, however, she likes her cornflakes, right? She likes her cornflakes, and she's a bit freaked out at the idea of missing cornflakes. So, you know, she came to me with first she just said, look, I'm just eating them. I mean, I can't. I'm just having the cornflakes. So I said, you need to research this for yourself, just so you have an understanding, right? If you don't, then you're going to be a dummy. You know, do it for the right reasons. So she did. You called about it. She really did. I was very impressed. She came up with a number of very good reasons. One, I mean, look, the general weakness of this idea of not eating corn on Passover, because it kind of looked like the thing that you weren't allowed to eat on Passover, right? And they also now they're adding quinoa as well. And I'm like, enough already, right? Enough already, baby. So yeah, my wife does not like their big cornflakes and being in the house, even though it's 100% kosher. Anyway, because that's what she grew up with. What can I tell you? But that is the ruction we've got going on tonight. Anyway, so yeah, we've got B'dikas Chumash tonight. Then tomorrow we have a thing called Bir Chumetz in the morning, where you go and burn your 10 pieces. You need at least 10 pieces of bread you find tonight when you do the search for the leavened. And then you need, and then you burn them tomorrow, and then you make this declaration of burden saying any other bread product that I have not stipulated, forget it, baby. It doesn't exist. It's not real, right? It's not real. Oh, I forgot what I was going to download. Oh, one second. I have to get this thing for you. Because I just started thinking about tomorrow's thumbnail, right? God bless Shouty, right? He's given us so many good things recently. Is it the? One second, history. I'll listen to the last part of some Torrance versus Routons. Excellent series, man. That's actually a hearty recommend. I'm happy it's a recommend, right? I'm happy it's a recommend. Where is this thing? Hang on. So, here it is. Yeah, grab this because I thought this sketch from like I don't know. 30 years ago is very accurate, right? I thought it was like, oh, that's exactly how you can explain what's going on with Doctor Who today. Hang on. Download. Now, I think a problem that most people have, well, I have it, is the just overt sexualization of Doctor Who, right? It's really weird, right? It's wildly inappropriate, and I think this Mad TV many years ago actually nailed this completely, right? Here, 1 second. There we go. Video file. Doink.
And now, children's letters to Dennis Rodman.
Hey kids, growing up is always a struggle. Take it from
Isn't this is like Shouty. This is totally the vibe I get from Shouty Gatwa's Doctor Who. This is 100% the vibe I get. Right? I mean, isn't the vibe that you get? It's totally the vibe I get. What is this? Hang on. Oh, yeah. Remove the stop screen. There you go, Doink. Yeah.
Me, Dennis Rodman. I know what it's like. Most of my life, I was WF4, wide open, you know? So today, I'm gonna be reading some letters from some very special children. Now, this letter comes from James, age 13.
I mean, the only thing is, his voice is much more commanding and, it feels more like the Doctor. Feels much more masculine.
Dear Dennis, I ran away from home 2 weeks ago. I'm hungry, I'm cold, I'm scared. Should I go back home? I don't know what to do. Signed, James.
Again, this really feels like the new era of Doctor Who. Like, freakishly so.
Well, James, people like Dennis Rodman, we're not accepted in life, right? Dennis Rodman is different, right? Dennis Rodman is funky. Dennis Rodman changes people's lives, you know? Dennis Rodman likes to play with people, and people like to play with Dennis Rodman. You know, I mean, what the hell is this thing, James?
This is Shouty Gatwa! This is, okay, this is basically a weird prediction of the future. How did this happen?
James, you know, I'm a bad boy right now. You know, I'm bouncing. You know, I'm not ashamed of my body. My body's not ashamed of me. Huh? But you gotta try something new, you know, something different. I mean, life is one big party, James. You gotta be loose. You gotta be wide open. You gotta party and party and party. I hope that helps.
Yes, this is the advice that Shooter's doctor would give to a 6-year-old who's just run away.
Next letter is from Eugene. He's 10 years old. Dear Dennis, my teacher's always keeping me after school for stuff I ain't even do. How should I deal with this? Signed, Eugene. Well, Eugene, the first thing you gotta do is change that bitch-ass name. The second thing you gotta do, man, is get a haircut, man. You look like Malibu Barbie or something, you know? But this is what I suggest to you. You wait until after school when everybody's gone, right? You lock the door, okay? And then you take your teacher in the corner, you sink her elbow in her chest, right? Then you headbutt in her chin, and then when she's all dazed and confused, you grab her by the jersey and slam her butt on the floor. You gotta get in her head, James. You gotta mess with the game. If that don't work, you gotta be loose, baby. You gotta be wide open, you know, because I'm bouncing right now.
Again, you kind of felt like Ralph C. Davis was sitting around watching this and said, I wonder if I can make this a new Doctor Who. Right? I went, oh, there you go. Hey, Whitey. Cat just popped in. That's it. What the hell? Really, Whitey? Really? Okay, that's what happens when you empty the garbage can. Fine. Thankfully, there was nothing in it. Anyway. What's Ralph C. Davis was literally sitting around going, I bet I can make this Doctor Who and make everybody, like, defend it.
Dennis Rodman like to play with people, and people like to play with Dennis Rodman. So I'm not ashamed of my body. Who got next?
And that is Shouty Gatwa. Yeah, people like to play with Shouty Gatwa. But exactly sounds better.
This is from Sarah. She 8. Dear Dennis, my parents are going to get a divorce. That would make me so unhappy. You are my hero. Oh, this is a nice one. Please help. Signed, Sarah. Well, Sarah, what's your mama look like? She real good looking? Send this Robin a picture. If she ain't, she butt ugly. Send this Robin a picture of your daddy. Seriously.
Isn't that funny? That was like shocking back then.
Here's what Dennis Rodman does when he's unhappy. Okay, first I find a new place to pierce myself, right? And then I put on my favorite wedding dress and my board. Sometimes I wear the pink one or the green one or the blue one, whatever matches my lipstick, right? And then I go to Vegas with 200 of my closest friends and I do them all twice. Because that gets me bouncing, right? Because Dennis Rodman likes to play with people and people like to play with Dennis Rodman. Because you know I'm not ashamed of my body, right? My body.
This is Shouty Gatwa. I know it's the same commentary I keep getting, but this is Shouty Gatwa's Doctor Who.
I'm not ashamed of me. But you 8 years old, what the hell you know?
That's all the time we have for children's letters to Dennis Rodman.
I was talking to a fellow YouTuber today. They said, you know, the problem is this, that, you know, they're marketing this guy as a degenerate, right? And it's really not working. It's really genuinely not working. I mean, the last few days have been a disaster. Like, by any stretch of the imagination, the last few days have been an absolute, I mean, like, just from a marketing standpoint. And the insane tone deafness of it that they may not realize. Like, because he just kept coming out with all this crap. I mean, like, I don't know, Shouty. Maybe stop complaining that it's not fair because you're white people. I agree with the white mediocrity thing. Yes, basically all the white people working in Hollywood are generally speaking mediocre, and they're there because of privilege. But like, that's Hollywood. Real people don't live that way. Anyway, I do like my dumpster fire Doctor Who. Right? I mean, yeah, it really is. It's been a freaking disaster, baby. It's just been an absolute disaster. That's all there is. Like, everywhere you look, he's coming up with something even worse, right? Just Shouty. Trouble is, there's nobody to tell him that sounds awful. Anyway, new era Doctor Who is looking more and more like a dumpster fire. It really is. I mean, do I still have that window up? I think I do, which I think says everything. Where is it? It was Entertainment Weekly, wasn't it? All right, here it is. God, I kept playing this last night for a good reason. Oh God, this is so gay. Hang on, share screen. I mean, really. Nothing epitomizes the new Doctor Who than this, right? This is it completely. God, so many sexual innuendos, and it's like you're saying. Well, at first I think, was that Shouty Gatwa or is that the Doctor? And apparently that's one of the Doctor's costumes. I don't know. You just go, why? Why is that happening? It makes no bloody sense. Edgar Wright's in The Running Man. Very interesting. Why everybody hates Star Trek Discovery other than it being unwatchable shit. No, I haven't started watching it again, thank God. I much have a rewatching Masters of the Air, which I'm up to episode 7 now, I think. Man, I love that show. Real solid show. So Rev Wolf's there. Rev Raven Wolf. How you doing, Rev or Raven Wolf? See, I'm getting it together now. PD Rich is here. How you doing, PD Rich? And we got the Sword Rangers here. Yes, it's so stunning and brave for Shouty to call out those mediocre, icky thumpers about their colour. Aye. I can't wait until they bring me back to team up with a big, with a gay Doctor. Oh, Icky Thump! I know. He is the gayest of gay doctors. I mean, my God. I don't know. Like, why is the Doctor so obsessed with being sexy? Just stop. Mariah, what's Trump done this time? What happened? I don't know. I was talking about my idea for the apocalypse, right? My idea for the apocalypse, very quickly, even if you missed it, was Trump is assassinated in a sort of CIA-looking hit during this trial they got going on, sparking civil war, sparking China to invade Taiwan and Iran to attack Israel, and Russia to nuke Kiev, right? I could really see that happening. But that wouldn't it? Like, I don't. It probably won't though. Michael Cute here. Michael, sorry, he was late. He was watching Hell's Kitchen and his sister show Kitchen Nightmares. I love both of them. Well, they just finished at Hell's Kitchen, right? They don't have a new one yet, right? Trump makes people so angry. He causes people to spontaneously combust. He does that, I mean. America already paid for Poison Civil War. So yeah, look, it's been on a knife edge for God knows how long. Like a year and a half at least. Ethan Buckholder is there. How you doing? Ethan, still praying for you. Let me know if you have any luck with whatever it is I'm paying for. Right? Remember Doctor Who feels it's somehow our fault, according to Shouty, who uses... I mean, yeah, that's no greater sign is there than that this is going to crash and burn. Because here's the thing. Again, a YouTuber said to me that even if the episodes are great, at this point, no one's going to be watching them. I'm doing more to generate interest in Doctor Who with this Millie Gibson AI thumbnail than Shouty Gatwa is with his idiot mouth, right? Oh, man. And you can tell how upset people are because like, they're freaking out in the comments. It was like, well, you're just hate. You're just a hater. I'm like, no, I just think this is shit. I like a lot of things. I don't like this. Want to get the Martian Chronicles, but not paying £25 on Blu-ray for it. I love Martian Chronicles, though. It really is a good little, was it early 80s sci-fi? Yeah, I really liked it. They'll be able to. I missed the first one. Someone passed on me their notes. Oh, yeah, 12 minutes in. You didn't miss much, as far as I remember. I was talking about Kitnios, right? Kitnios. Again, you didn't miss much. Probably the Brendan Sensfair channel. I got to talk to him to get him on my channel, right? I got to do that. I mean, do that for ages, right? I'm really, again, I've been having my head in Passover. Oh, God, so much cleaning. Oh, thank God that's over. Right, thank God that's over. Colin Archer there. How you doing, Colin Archer? It says Barry Kabama. Is that how am I saying it right? Kabama. Did the Empire start as a republic? Yes. New Republic, right? Yeah. And then it became like, the Grand Galactic Empire. This is how freedom, democracy feels, not in with cheers, right? But George Lucas was 100% right about that, right? He was 100% right about that. That is how democracy falls, with cheers, right? It's what happened in Germany. It happens everywhere, right? In America now, it's with cheers, right? There we go. I'm whizzing through the chat. If you can't see it, it's not in it. Basically, Barry, I agree with you. Yeah, that's the idea. I'm keeping it as a like a memory, right? Like there was a Swamp Thing, right? Swamp Thing one time finds out who he is, which is a plant elemental that lives for like hundreds of years. And when they move on for this mortal coil, they go and live in the place called the Parliament of Trees, right? Which is where there's all these ancient trees there, right? Of the different people who have been Swamp Thing throughout time. And there's the one before him, I think, was a World War II pilot, and on his tree now is a little toy, right, of his plane. Right, so that's the kind of where I am with it, right? That's really where I am with it. Shouty giving us good things, content, yes, but Shouty has given us good things, content, yes, but good things, I don't think so. Oh, Peanuts Kosher. It depends. Again, you have no idea how complicated an answer this is. It depends where you grew up, essentially, and what tradition you grew up with. I used to have a save Doctor Who sack Chibnall. Now I need one for Rusty Davis. Here, where's that thing on Twitter? Yeah, here, let me share this. This is very accurate, I thought, right? This is very accurate. Share screen and Chrome tab. There you go, doink. It really is, right? It really, I mean, I'm not sure about 2005 to 2017. Yeah. Like, this is great. It kind of gets a bit more sketchy. Jodie Whittaker stuff is unbearably shit, and this is made by morons, right? Who'd have thought that this section would be worse than the one before? It's really super duper bizarre, right? It's really super duper bizarre. We live in strange times, ladies and gentlemen. We live in strange times. Oh, press the wrong button. Doink. Share screen. Doink. There we go. Corset is a thickener, and so is kudzu. Kudzu is a vine They ate in the South. Well, there you go. If they ate in the South, they knew what they were doing. Matthew Burrows, there's hello to you. I just answered your comment. We looked at that picture. Darren lost the title by himself the third person, so the Shouty. This guy is called a Shouty Gatwa. That is true. Are we down for Rick James as well? Well, I'll be down for Dave Chappelle playing Rick James, playing the Doctor. That would be awesome, right? That would be absolutely awesome. Lawrence Fishburne was once in the running, played the Doctor in a movie by, what's his name? Not the guy who did The Matrix. The guy who did, what's that horror movie with Sean Pertwee? Event Horizon. He was talking about doing a Doctor Who at one point, right? And he was going to have Lawrence Fishburne as a Doctor regenerate, a quarter of the way through, or something like that. Now I just want new IPs. I agree with you completely, right? I agree with you completely. Rick James does have authority. Where are we up to? Matthew Q, Dr. Y. It's like trying to sell black licorice, which I actually like. I love black licorice. Oh my god, one of my all-time favorite things. It really is bizarrely how much I like it. Bobby D35 is here. Ross D. Davis in the Shooty Dumpster Fire show. Yeah, if I could be bothered, I would change the word Doctor in the logo to Shooty and Who to Gatwa, right? But it just seems like a lot of work. Because it's all about Shooty, baby, and it's not that, not into it. Still, I think, obviously not. Obviously not. Oh, my God, have you heard the stuff he's been saying? Oh, my God. 1 second. Here, let me send you, if you want to come on, let me send you a link. Good luck. Have you noticed how good luck everybody has become a thing? Rebecca Gold. Ian. Mega Geek, that's what I was doing. Man, did you just see the blankness on my face as I was trying to desperately struggle to work out who I'm talking to? There's a good chance he's still here. I'm sending you a link. Sending you a link if you want to come on. There you go. Good luck, everybody. If you don't know, was it coined the expression, good luck, everybody. We'll talk about the new era. Absolutely correctly. In my mind, absolutely correctly. Connor just says, I sometimes think that Rossi Davis was so annoyed at how badly Chibnall was received. He decided to try and make his era look good. It does seem like that, doesn't it? It does seem like that. Good luck, make it me. Yeah, good luck, everyone. It's a thing. You made it into a thing, right? There we go. What's going on? Fine. I thought I've been through all of that. Where do we start? Let's start with Doctor Who stuff. I think I'll probably start with Doctor Who stuff. I want to talk about the London Met, right? Reminds me of the closing of Blackadder Goes Forth. Yes. God, every time I look, I'm seeing Shooty Dancer, Shooty Gatwa prancing around like a bloody fool. Will you stop? Right? There's a new teaser. Hang on. Let me just see. Where is it? Close that. No. J.J. Abrams. J.K. Rowling. No. Where is it? Where is it? Fine. Let's just remind you what an awful week it's been this week for Shouty Gatwa. Not a good week, right? Not a good week. Not a good week for Doctor Who. Right? Not a good week for Doctor Who, I think it's fair to say. Doink. There you go. So there's a new teaser, but here, just to remind us, right, of the insanity of the week. Let's look at this. It's insane. It's insane. Yeah, listen. I'm going to need a Gestalt entity, a Gestalt mind to consult on to be able to, like in that movie Pacific Rim, you had to have two people, pilot those giant robot things against the massive dinosaurs. Otherwise, their brain power wasn't enough to overcome it. Fortunately, I have found somebody with immense reserves of cerebral energy. Right? He sits in his lair, much like Professor X as well, sensing the evil in the world. He is not just any geek, ladies and gentlemen. He is a mega geek. And David Dias, how are you?
That's the worst intro I've ever heard.
That's awesome. What are you talking about? Do you sit in a lair like Professor X? Yeah, you should be so lucky, mate.
How are you, mate? All right?
I'm very good. Yeah, you're there with your Rock'em Sock'em robots ready to go in your Fortress of Solitude.
No, Fortress of Solitude, mate. I tell you, my room's so messy, but my camera's not working again. It's ridiculous. I have a new computer and it's just a bit weird. My camera. So, but don't worry, I'll get it fixed. But yeah, Doctor Who, eh?
Boy, is that? I think. Did you see my thumbnail for today?
I did, and it's glorious.
It's like a gaff machine. Everything he says is. I mean, here. Let me just share this with you. This says everything, right? Well, this says everything.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Come on.
It's like, what? Why am I watching this? What is going on?
It is. You know, me and Dan disagree on this one thing.
No, I don't think you do.
No. Just about to say, Doctor Who is dead. That's what we disagree on. It is dead. It's definitely dead. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I say I'm more optimistic. You know, I think even look. I think what's going to happen is these two seasons are going to happen. I think they're going to tank. I think we're going to have to. I think there'll be a revival at some point in the future. I wouldn't say dead.
I would.
It's as dead as it's ever been before, right? It's as dead as it was in 1992.
No, but the thing is, though, right? So listen very carefully, right? The BBC has no money. Okay, the reason why. Well, as far as I understand, okay, I may be wrong about this. BBC kind of gave it away to Disney because they couldn't afford to make any more shows, right? That's the thing. Now, if Disney fails with Doctor Who, which it looks like it's going to be dead, right? And so once it's
no one's arguing with you, but
I'm saying, but once it's dead, right, then we're going to be waiting. I'm going to be 90 by the time Doctor Who comes back.
See, I disagree with you intensely. You know why?
Why?
AI, baby. AI.
AI Doctor.
Yeah, literally, you have people like me making good Doctor Who.
You'll get sued. You'll get sued.
No, I'm telling you, it's gonna really change all media.
What about Ian? Is it Ian Levine? He did that little thing on Doctor Who, and the BBC wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I understand, but it's once the technology is there, it's there.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I get what you're saying, right? But the thing is, though, officially, it won't be Doctor Who. Well, it'll be like a fan thing, won't it?
I call this fan things. It's fan. Okay, I've said this many times before. There's only one way at this point to fix Doctor Who, right? There really is only one way. It's that you start like you do a full reboot, sort of, right? Before you have the Doctor, he doesn't really know where he's from. He doesn't know. He knows how to operate the TARDIS, and he there's big gap. He has a lot of questions about who he is, right? And then over the course of several years, this is like very slow. You have like a little hint to older Doctors, right? You see he gets a carving of Patrick Troughton or something like that, right? There's like weird little hints, right? And then after when that guy regenerates, you wrap up the storyline, which is basically the universe had to be rebooted, and he is the first Doctor, right?
That's one way.
Well, because you just got to erase everything that happened after Capaldi, because it's all bollocks.
Do you know what I think would be great? And the BBC will come after you if anyone attempts to do this. So what I think would be great is that someone says they're going to make a fan film of Doctor Who, and then they say they want to raise 5 million or 6 million, and they appeal to the Doctor Who fans that are disgusted with this version, and say they raise.
It'll never work.
Yes, I'm saying no, but this is just a what if. Say they did raise 5 million. And they did make it. The BBC would come after them. That definitely come after them.
But the point is, in 2 years from now, you'll be able to make something that looks like a $5 million episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah, but you would still right. So basically, I guess if AI got so good that you can have people on screen that move, because like if you look at some of the stuff now,
so nearly there.
Yeah, so we're so nearly there. So maybe in 5 years' time, we will have you know, like AI that actually creates a person on screen that
I
looks
think
like
it's
they're
less than
real.
5 years. No,
You
by
reckon?
5 years, it's available on an app.
Yeah.
You say, render me a rom-com starring Jennifer Anderson set in London, and then as it compiles, you'll make dinner and then you watch it.
Well, I guess I mean, do you want that kind of facility for your disposal?
It's not a question of wanting it. It's not. It's going to happen, right? It's 100% going to happen, right? The technology is coming and it's not stoppable, right? Already, you know, you saw the thing, my books on tape I did with Capaldi reading them.
Yeah.
You saw right. Already, you can do like good Doctor Who content that way that feels very authentic, right? And the technology just improved and improved and improved over the past year, massively. You see a big improvement, right? Face swapping is incredible. It's this stuff is just it's going crazy, and I keep getting here. Where's the? Here, let me find. There's a what was it? There's these fake Star Wars trailers from the 50s. Where somebody sent me one. I saw one for Dune as well.
Yeah, I've seen some of them as well. There's that. Yeah, there was one for Ghostbusters, wasn't there? Set in the 50s. You see that one? Yeah, they're quite good.
I haven't seen that one. Here, one. Facebook. Let me do video down. Let me just download it so we can show people what we're talking about. I just think this is the where things are going, right?
Yeah.
Now, one second. Here.
I don't know. I mean, it's obvious that this is going to be a disaster. That, you know, there might be a few good episodes.
I'm still, but it doesn't matter. No one's gonna be like they've really put a lot of people off with this stuff.
Yeah, as I said, there might be a few good episodes.
Seen it,
but I'm done with it. I'm done with it.
You were done with it beforehand, but here.
You know,
far away, where the forces of light and darkness clash amidst the stars, a timeless saga unfolds.
So it's getting there, right? It's getting there.
Yeah, but they still can't make people walk normally.
Well, you know. not in these things, but the more expensive stuff they can.
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Look, they need to make people actually be able to have sex, right? That is good. That's where because that's where it's going to go, and then the first thing to go down is going to be OnlyFans, right?
Yeah, I guess.
It really is.
Everyone's going to lose their. Everyone's going to lose their. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs over it. I remember one computer company was saying, not necessarily. They were saying that if we use AI to create computer games, then it frees up other staff to do other things. And I'm like, maybe. Do you know what I mean? So
no, you're just doing it cheap, right? Ethan Buckholder's absolutely right here. New IPs. That's really the way to go. Right, just as like Indiana Jones was based on Doc Savage and all those great Republic serials.
Yeah.
Right. Do something that's like Indiana Jones, but not Indiana Jones. Make your own thing.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult though, because they still own the the bottleneck is still owned by the authorities, aren't they? Through distributing through to TV and stuff like that.
No,
so they still own it.
Digital. Like again.
I know, but
there's this guy in Russia who's done new effects on the first 2 seasons of Blake 7. Right. Down low, they look great to me. Right.
Okay, let me say it so you can understand what I'm saying. If you have a really fantastic drink and it's in a bottle, and it tastes heavenly, but you can't get the cap off the bottle, you ain't gonna drink it. That's what I mean. So you can create all these great AI stuff and great, but if the authorities control the source of distribution, and if you only put it on YouTube or Rumble, whatever, and they control it, they're going to suppress it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Again, it depends on the platform. X wouldn't, Rumble wouldn't.
Yeah.
YouTube would. But I mean, like, again, why is TV dying? Why is news dying? Because of people like us, essentially.
No, well, we know why it's dying. It's because this generation has been trained not to have patience, or they can't sit for a
no, it's not that. It's not that. It's the complete lack of authenticity, right? That is throughout the mainstream media.
I think that's part of it.
Right, and over here, you people like we're talking about things that we actually care about.
Yeah, I think it's part of it, but I honestly think that this generation they're more in touch with TikTok and stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And so that's why the stuff that we like is dying, definitely, and we're going to die with it.
This is the thing that really annoys me about this new era of Doctor. Amongst the things that annoys me about this new era of Doctor Who, right? Yeah. They're trying to make it for the TikTok generation, and they're going to fail horribly with it. What they should have done is do like have TikTok specific stories, like a TikTok season of like mini-sodes that like bring people in to watch watch the episode. But they should have made it for that format. Like again, see like 2-minute long bites. And make them good. That's the thing. Just make them good.
Yeah, but you got the authorities that are in charge, and that we're talking about. I'm
talking about Bad Wolf should have done that, right?
Bad Wolf has been corrupt in the core,
obviously. But no, I'm just saying it's not just the woke stuff; it's the complete inefficiency at their rollout, right? They're rolling out the 2 episodes on the 11th is stupid.
Yeah,
it's annoying and stupid. It's because Disney doesn't understand the property and didn't want to listen. From what I could tell,
but it's not. It's not only that, Rabbi. It's the actual core of the idea of Doctor Who. Now they've literally said it's gayer in the TARDIS. It's more gayer than the TARDIS than it's outside. So this is what's wrecking Doctor Who. Look, no disrespect, as you know that one of my friends is Simon, and he's gay, and and Little Platoon's gay, whatever, and they're my friends. But they all understand that this is wrong what they're doing to Doctor Who. They all know it.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
The only people that don't know it is Russell T.
It's just I absolutely agree. And like now, at last, we have something like the Cass Report that really like pulls that, which I think is great news, right? I think the Cass Report was really fantastic news for reality, right? To me that means the forces of evil are losing their grip on reality, which makes me happy, right? It does. I do. I believe we're in a messianic process, and this is what we call the Satan, what you call the Satan, the Satan dying, right? I really believe that's what's going on, and that was a good sign. That was an awfully good sign.
Yeah, as I said, right. I think Doctor Who's in trouble. Well, I think it's dead. Personally,
Okay, you know where Doctor Who is right now.
Do
you remember GoldenEye?
Yeah, I remember GoldenEye.
So GoldenEye was so awesome because they had that. It had the best pre-title sequence we've seen since Spy Who Loved Me, right? And you didn't see Pierce Brosnan, right? They introduced him in Shadow, and you had that whole great scene with Sean Bean and the. So anyway, it ends up. Bond jumps into this plane that's like about to go in a death dive off a cliff, which is weird because he does a big swan dive into the bottom of a cliff at the beginning. I don't understand it. Anyway, so and the plane's like crashing. He's on free fall, right? Do you remember? He's in
he jumps. Yeah, he jumps.
Right, and climbs in the plane, and it gets to the point where it's gonna crash, and it goes quiet. And into the bunker, and they go that bit, right? They're in this bit right now.
All right, in free fall. But I get again, right? Look, no, I will say this, okay? Doctor Who should never have been a woman, and Doctor Who should never have been a black man. End of story.
Oh, I can't agree with you.
Should not have been. Not at this moment in time. If you went 10 years back,
no, I hear you.
If you went 10 years back and they cast Adrian Lester as Doctor Who, I would not even have been bothered with it at all. But now it's obvious.
You know why? Because it's very clear the reason Shouty Gatwa was cast.
Yeah,
it wasn't just because he's super gay and black. It's because he is the media purse puppy, right? They hire him for all these big movies. And don't give him any lines. Like he was in Masters of the Air, which, by the way, I'm on a second rewatch of it. I really like Masters of the Air. Right? It's a really classy production. I would actually like to counter your criticism of it.
Well, you did last time.
No. I've developed the thought more, right?
Okay.
So your point was it looks fake, right? You know, this like CGI stuff looks fake.
Yeah, but I only saw one episode.
Well, they basically look the same all the way through, right? Yeah. Now, for me, I didn't really matter that it looked fake. Like Secret Army looked fake as well, as did I Claudius. It's just the way they have of telling stories now. It's really worth diving into the rest of the season because like it's very few things I watched twice. Also, I watched Fallout recently. Did you watch?
Oh,
that?
I liked Fallout. I really
Fallout
enjoyed it.
A classy, clever, fun production.
Did you think though that girl's eyes would fall out at any time? They were so big.
I was just happy that she was not sandpapered to be not for the male gaze.
Oh yeah.
Which
definitely.
you know, like again, that's one of the reasons I liked it. It wasn't that she was like salacious. She just looked like a pretty woman, right?
Yeah.
Which you don't see anymore.
She's
so
British.
Annoying.
She's British. Did you know that?
Oh, I did not know that. I did not know.
Yeah, she's British. She's really good at the American accent thing.
But the standout from that was Walton Goggins.
Oh, he was great.
Yeah.
So
to me, to me, it felt like a really good 2000 AD strip being made into a TV.
You know what? You've hit the nail on the head there. It did feel like, especially some of the shots, because like in 2080, they would always have like a shot where Strumpy dog is walking in this an area,
exactly,
like decimated, right? So they always have shots like that. It's really cool. But I really liked it because it was enjoyable and it wasn't too overly woke. It was because it was a different
reality.
Reality,
you know, black and white people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Didn't matter. They also had robots. They had the Matt Berry robot. Right?
Yeah.
So,
I Matt Berry was hilarious in that.
Matt Berry is great in everything, right?
Yeah, he is terrific. Yeah. He was great. He was great when you saw the real him, when he went to the party and he was talking, he was all that stuff. And he was great as the robot as well, which I thought was quite funny. But I'm just saying that none of it, I didn't get bored with any of it. I thought it was really entertaining.
And it's such a difference, right? Because I started watching what's it called again? Rebel Moon Part 2.
Oh God, no!
I got like 10 minutes in. I'm like, oh, this is just bollocks, right? Like I'm watching this so I can review it. Right? So I said, I'm gonna watch Fallout, and I ended up finishing the season.
I love the way they mix the 50s and the 40s music into, and I love the idea that so the opening credit be somebody getting burnt, and then when you see the credit of Fallout, it will get burnt as well. Like when somebody shot something, I think it was one of the episodes shot something, and then you see the title, and then it's got like bullet holes in it. So it always has the title connected to what is happening. It's really, really quite clever. So I just fell in love with it from the first episode straight to number eight episode, and I want to see more. So let's hopefully.
Yeah, it's very good. One of the reasons I liked it is because it was made by the people who did Westworld, which is
is it Jonathan Nolan? Is it
Jonathan Nolan and Lisa Joy? Right.
It is very good.
Michael Q is saying he bets Fallout Series 2 will be woke next year. I don't think so. I'm always wrong.
I hope so. I hope not, because that's what happened to what was that Resident Alien? I could not believe it. Oh
I really
my
liked
God.
the first season of that.
Yeah, so did I.
But the boys went woke in season 2, then bounced back for season 3.
Yeah. It wasn't so woke that it took me out of it. But Resident Alien, that there was one episode where
with all the women.
Yeah, no, and I
just thought, that's the one. I'm like, oh fuck, I'll leave me alone.
Yeah, and I just kind of went out and didn't see the rest of it. So, but I'm just saying that Fallout is one of those shows that could get lost in the mix, but thank God it didn't. A lot of people thought it was going to be woke by looking at the trailer, but by watching it, they realized it wasn't. In fact, I remember a Little Platoon was saying that in the beginning sequence, you thought, oh my God, she's a Mary Sue, where she's like, doing the martial arts on the ground and stuff like that. But as the show goes on, she's not. I love the innocence about her as well.
I thought the world building was excellent. I haven't played the game.
No, I haven't either. So I don't even know
anything about the game. Are a lot more pissed off with it, right? There's in the gender pay gap episode. Ask Colin Archer. I think
that was terrible. Yeah, but I like the bit where she says, that, you know, I can't remember how she said it, but the golden rule is that you don't treat people like shit. Do you know what I mean? And then whatever it is, yeah. And then remember when he was on the ground and he was dying, and she has all those things for him. She throws it. She says, "Motherfucker, it's the golden rule, motherfucker," and she walks off, which I thought was great, right? Because obviously she's learning as she goes along, but she's still sticking to her principles, right?
Who she is. But I like Walton Goggins' character.
Yeah,
is so layered and interesting.
Yes, it is.
Right,
it
like
is,
it's the There's I just want to watch more of him on screen. Right, I like Carl McLachlan in it.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying.
I do like. The only thing I didn't like about it was the idea of the war. Like his wife goes, "Oh, you know, to stop it, we should just drop the bomb." That's not a good reason. that's not a good reason. Why would you do that?
Allegory.
Yeah,
to
I know.
to reality today.
Yeah. I know that's what they're doing.
I wouldn't say that Pfizer released COVID, right? But I would say they did very well from it.
Of course they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was obviously shocked that his wife said that. Do you know what I mean? And
right.
And you know, obviously that's what the spiral started happening with him and his wife. But what I'm saying is that I think the show is worth watching. If nobody's watched it yet, it's worth watching. It's really entertaining, and I'm just hoping season 2 doesn't go woke. I mean, there is a possibility it might do, as we know it has happened. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed.
Who knows? But what else did I watch recently as well? There's something else that was good. They had Invincible season 2. They just
haven't gotten around to that. I mean, I've been really busy recently, but what did I watched some movie, right? Because I was so tired because I've been editing all day, and I watched some movie with, God, it was a romance, but it was so dull. I can't even remember what it was called. It was on Netflix. I just thought, okay, I'll watch this. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just watch things and it's just
I'm trying to get through the Gentleman on Netflix.
I haven't started that yet.
And failing. Right, I keep trying.
Yeah. I want to. A lot of people say it's really good.
I'm 4 episodes in, and I'm trying to force myself.
Yeah.
It's
please take that stupid man off the screen.
Okay, fine. So I wonder if you've heard. So they'll put this up. Say if you heard of this story. This is great. Where is it? So speaking to Attitude magazine, we said we do see a shift happening in casting in position of power and the status quo. I mean, not a fast shift. Things could tip over and go the other way a little bit quicker. But you see people kind of malfunctioning because things are changing. Gatwa and LGBTQ Rwandan immigrant to UK. I mean, that like he ticks every box. He makes racist white people feel really good about themselves, right? But say adding that, where is it? Adding that he's learned to appreciate who he is as a black person, even in the face of a society where white mediocrity is honored time and again. There's so much white mediocrity that gets celebrated, and black people, we have absolutely we have to be absolutely flawless to get half that way. Half that anyway. So I'm slowly training myself to be like, and being like, no shit, you deserve love for just existing. No, you don't.
Yes, he's talking crap. I mean, for God's sakes, he should not have been cast as the Doctor. He is not the Doctor.
Did you see the Dennis Rodman skit?
No.
Yeah, 1 second. I played it earlier. We're not going to play the full thing, right? Because we played it earlier. This is
And now, children's letters to Dennis Rodman.
Hey kids, growing up is always a struggle. Take it from me, Dennis Rodman. I know what it's like. Most of my life I was WFO, wide open, you know? So today, I'm gonna be reading some letters from some very special children. Now this letter comes from James.
The funny thing is, again, this is a parody from about 20 years ago, which is reality right now.
Yes.
James, age 13. Dear Dennis, I ran away from home 2 weeks ago. I'm hungry, I'm cold, I'm scared. Should I go back home? I don't know what to do. Signed, James. Well, James, people like Dennis Rodman, we're not accepted in life, right? Dennis Rodman is different, right? Dennis Rodman is funky. Dennis Rodman changes people's lives, you know? Dennis Rodman likes to play with people, and people like to play with Dennis Rodman. You know, I mean, what the hell is fame, James? You know, I'm a bad boy right now. You know, I'm bouncing. You know, I'm not ashamed of my body. My body's not ashamed of me. Huh? But you gotta try something new, you know, something different. I mean, life is one big party, James. You gotta be loose. You gotta be wide open. You gotta party and party and party. I hope that helps. Next.
It's all about him, isn't it?
But it's like this weird hypersexualization, right?
Well,
this
that's what they're doing now, aren't they?
No, but I'm saying that was parody. Now it's reality.
It is, and that's what I'm saying. And look, the real reason why I'm going to desert Doctor Who is because of a moral stance.
No, I know that absolutely, because like you wouldn't feel comfortable, and me either, watching it with kids or grandkids, right?
I wouldn't feel comfortable watching it. Full stop. Look, there's nothing wrong with hiring a gay actor to play the Doctor, but there is something wrong with actually implementing sexuality into a kid show. I feel that's wrong. You know,
look, I don't know what you mean.
Seriously, somebody should just throw him in the bin.
Really just stop, mate. Just stop.
Is that his
Sonic? Yeah,
his Sonic.
Have you seen the one on the clock?
Yeah, I just that was the one that I was telling everyone that it's just, you might as well just give up now. Do you know what I mean?
Good luck, everybody.
Exactly. This is not the Doctor at all.
This
really is some stupidness.
Speaking of which, did you hear the quote about twerking? Right?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
So you know, you may think that's not a very Doctor Who-y thing to say, right? I have proof here to the contrary. That's actually an exact quote from many other Doctors, right? Many other Doctors. We got over here. 1 second. Oh man, I got to download it. I hate the cloud, right? The cloud sucks. Whenever you want to find a file, you always got to, it's on the bloody cloud. Okay, here we go. Doink.
I don't know.
1 second. Bit of Tom Baker action.
I need a big dance number. That's what I'm going to put into the universe. I need the Doctor to have a big, fierce dance routine that, like, destroys a monster with twerking. Or maybe some death drops. And that's what will drop the monster.
Alternatively,
AI.
I need a big dance number. That's what I'm going to put into the universe. I need the Doctor to have a big, fierce dance routine that, like, destroys a monster with twerking. Or maybe some death drops. And that's what will drop the monster.
Why did he say this?
Because he's a twat, I think. Why is he doing that?
Well, they've told him to do that, though. That's the thing.
But why would anybody do that?
But
why would anybody tell him to do that?
Well, he should question it. It's like, I remember when they was talking to David Tennant when he first got casted as a Doctor, and they want him to wear this. I can't remember. They want him to wear something, and he said, "No, I want to wear this."
Matt Smith. Matt Smith? Initial costume was like a new. He looked like a modern, 2010 version of Adamant.
Right.
And then he came up with this whole look of himself, basically from watching Tomb of the
Second Doctor. Yeah, Troughton, wasn't it?
Yeah. So then over here, Pink News, we have Doctor Who star Shouty Gatwa slams the government on its attacks on trans people. It's divide and constant. How are trans people in any way under attack?
See, look, this is what I mean. This is what I mean, Rabbi, right? The people that are in charge, it's the bottleneck, right? They're in charge of the bottleneck. So basically, all these stuff that's coming out in social media is all controlled by people that are for this kind of rhetoric.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you expect. What do you expect?
The point is, we're shattering the bottle, right?
Well, they're still in charge, mate.
Yes and no. No, I disagree. I think Rumble is a significant player in the space.
Yeah, but it'll never rival YouTube. It'll take years and years to rival YouTube.
You say that now, right? But there are many people. There are many big hitters that have gone exclusive on Rumble. Tim Pool's thinking about Tim Pool's either going to move to X or Rumble. X and Rumble are basically building huge platforms from having diversity of thought, right? And I look at Facebook. I mean, like, do you use it anymore? I don't know anybody.
No, I use Facebook because
I never use Facebook anymore because what's the point?
Well, it's because I've got loads of family on Facebook, so in contact with them. Yeah, but all this stuff. I mean, I hope you're right that in the future, right, that YouTube won't be so prominent and Rumble would be just up there together with YouTube. I remember when they released that other platform that was up against Twitter. I can't remember what it was called now, and everybody
went, when they nuked that one right after 2020. It was when was it? Parler? Yeah, Parler.
Yeah. I remember everybody was on there.
But again, that's why Rumble is taking time to build, right? Because they're not on Amazon servers, right? They're on their own servers in Florida.
Right.
And it makes a big difference, right? Creating the infrastructure. Which with that, there's an entire parallel economy going. There's an app called Public Square, which is very, very influential. Which is you look for products and they provide you with companies that are ethically, in the same ballpark as you.
Right.
So you don't have to buy beer from Budweiser or whatever.
Yeah,
there's a real parallel economy happening. Essentially, because we have to have it. However, that being said, I came up with a great scenario how the world could end by Wednesday. Okay,
by Wednesday. I better get my shit in order then.
I mean, end and begin like a whole messianic age, right? So at the beginning, that during this trial, tomorrow, right, Monday. Trump goes to the trial and he gets assassinated, right? And I think that would finally tip America into civil war, right? Into like a hot active conflict. And I think when that happens, China would invade Taiwan. I think Iran would attack Israel. And I think Russia will nuke Kiev, right? I think it'll all go down like put it in about 20 minutes. 3 hours.
We're hoping it doesn't, though.
Oh, I hope it does.
Why? Because
I believe in God. I think that will usher in a messianic era where it's all going to be groovy for everyone.
Groovy.
That's where I am. That's what I believe.
I haven't heard that word in ages. Groovy.
Well, it still works, baby. It still works.
I don't know. As I said, I'm disappointed with what's going on in the world, but and again, my favorite show's being destroyed. All my favorite stuff's being destroyed. I'm in the hunt to looking out for something new. Thank God for Fallout. I enjoyed those 8 episodes.
Fallout was good.
Yeah.
What's been good over this past year? Hang on 1 second.
I don't know what I've been watching, but haven't been to the cinema in ages because there's nothing
worth seeing. I mean, Doom Part 2 was quite good, but that's as far as I'll go. I really liked Master of the Air, right? I thought that was one of the best things I've seen in a long time. Godzilla -1, freaking awesome, right? Absolutely awesome. If you get a chance to see that, that's very, very good.
I haven't seen it. A lot of people say it's good. And it's made a lot of money as well, hasn't it?
On Apple Plus has a bunch of really good stuff on. They got the Napoleon movie. Again, they got Master of the Air, which I love. They have the Napoleon movie. They got the which was the Ridley Scott one. They had what else they have on there? This thing called Constellation, which was very good.
Yeah,
it was good hard sci-fi.
I tell you what's interesting about Netflix, okay, right? And maybe me looking too closely. When I look at all the thumbnails for their shows, their films, they all have females on them. Like, for instance, The Last Stand, which is a Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. It has a girl holding a gun, which I'm confused over. Since
you know what? Because there's so much woke being bred into colleges that all these idiots are now in like the workforce, and they all think this is a good idea. The woman who thought having Dylan Mulvaney do Bud Light is, it's the result of this woke insanity in schools, right? In higher education, which comes up with like, why are the conservatives completely? I know, why do you have to look so faggy, Shouty? Why are the conservatives so utterly useless? What's that?
Oh God, what is he wearing?
I know, like everything, like just dress like a normal fucking person for once in your life.
Maybe that's him being normal. I don't know what normal is these days.
Pretend you're an actor, aren't you? Can you actually get Shouty? Can you act like somebody who you don't want? That somebody who doesn't want to suck everybody's cock, right? Can you just act like that? I'm not saying don't suck everybody's cock. I'm just saying act like that.
I'll tell you one thing though. Netflix has brought a lot of stuff. I mean, anything is on Netflix now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, from old shows.
Netflix has won the streaming wars, right?
Oh God, yeah, definitely. Old shows, new shows, shows that they've made.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they had a really big one. There's a bunch of Shouty Gatwa stories over here.
I tell you what, the thing that I enjoyed recently was Extraction 2 with the guy who plays Thor. You ever see that one?
Yeah. A lot of people said they were good.
Yeah, I thought it was quite. It was. I mean, there's no story; it's just killing. But it's really.
Yeah, I mean, but again,
really
I kind of felt the same way about Rebel Moon. Here, let's have a look at what's in this month's SFX. That give us a hint what's been out.
Oh God!
Yeah, I know. They're just like. Leave us alone, mate.
Yes, I'm saying it's just look. That doesn't matter how much they push Doctor Who. Doctor Who is it's obvious where it's going, and a lot of the fans that would have supported this is now fleeing. It's just it really is just a waste of everyone's time.
I definitely get the feeling that they've chased this new audience much more than they did with Jodie. Right, I just can't get how stupid they are. Here's something I'm looking forward to: new Planet of the Apes movie.
No, I don't know.
Oh, come on! Have you seen this new?
I saw the trailer, and I don't know. The effects didn't look as impressive as before. I don't know. I
just like Planet of the Apes. It didn't look that impressive in the 60s, but it did.
But I think the problem is they've waited too long to release this.
I don't know. I like they only do them once every 5 years or so. I think that helps it.
I might go and see it. I might.
That's like that's most likely to get me in the cinema, right?
Yeah.
But then you look over here and you go, oh yeah, things were totally better when we were kids. Right.
but this is what is it? Rent-A-Ghost. It was Rent-A-Ghost, wasn't it? But the thing is, though, right? Look. BBC had a lot of gay employees, right? Even in the 70s. And I remember telling my friend once, and I remember this. It was during the 80s. I think it was 81, where I went for my 100th interview for the BBC and never got the job. And I remember saying to my friend, right, jokingly, I said, one day, all there's going to be is gay people running the BBC. And
that day has come. That day has come. It's only a question of how gay you are.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So Ghostbusters, I didn't see. Did you see it?
Yes, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Remember when we saw the trailer and you were like, "No, Ian, no, it's gonna be good," and it was terrible.
Listen, it's good. It's better to be an optimist than the pessimist.
Well,
I think anyway.
Well, it's better to see the obvious.
I always like to judge people favorably if possible. Right?
Well. Sometimes the writing's on the wall, mate.
Yeah, but look, I feel like I didn't go and pay money to see this. So I'll see when it comes to streaming.
Yeah, well, you might like it. I just thought
I'm probably not. It's again. They have like another gay romance in the middle of it. I'm like,
no, that's not true.
Right? Oh, really?
So basically, they did it very subtly. So you can either see it one way or the other way, right? So basically, the main girl in it, the girl with the glasses, can't remember her real name.
Right.
She gets thrown out the Ghostbusters because of her age, right? Which doesn't make any sense in the script. This is how bad a script is. So she feels that she's been hard done by, right? And for some unknown reason, she goes to the park in New York at 1 o'clock in the morning to play chess, which makes no sense. And then when she's there playing chess, the chess pieces start moving slowly. And then this girl appears and she's a ghost. And she says, "Oh, you're not scared of me, are you?" And she goes, "No." And then they become friends, right? So cut long story short, you either see it one way or the other. You either see it that she was so lonely that when this ghost appeared to her, they connected and they became friends, or you see it as a lesbian romance. So you choose.
The last thing I heard that applied to was the Phasmin. Was it Yaz and 13?
Yes.
Yeah, where I could only see it one way, right? They had a bed in the console room. They were scissoring in the TARDIS. Okay,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That wasn't subtle. This one is. It's kind of very subtle. Right. So yeah, because they don't kiss, they don't hold hands, they don't do any of that stuff. They just talk, and what they talk about is not anything to do with sexuality or anything. So that's what I'm saying. So you can either see it one way or the other. So it's not necessarily true.
Is it more subtle than this?
Very.
Godzilla X Kong. I love the last one,
I
but there's no one going to cinema to see it. Did you see Godzilla versus Kong?
Yes, I did. It was okay.
Awesome. That was just fun. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, that wasn't in the cinemas because I saw it on TV.
Yeah, it's a TV movie.
It's all right. It was all right. I thought it was okay.
I liked how stupid it was. Right, I liked how stupid it was. Alex Garland I normally like, but this movie they had to re-edit quite considerably because it was like an insane anti-Trump movie.
Yeah, I hear it's terrible.
I hear it's not that great. Although this one was one of the worst movies. It went out the cinema in like 10 seconds, right?
Yeah. It's obvious. It's obvious why it did. Let's face it.
I mean, look, I have to tell you, I understand why people like Shouty Gatwa says white people are so racist because he's only around racist white people, right? Well, I think everybody in Hollywood.
It depends where you are. Like for instance, right where I live, right, even in the 70s, it was the norm that there was white people and black people mixture in the streets. Right where I live, it's always been that way, right? Nobody ever thought about it any other way.
Whereabouts do you live? Like West London?
West London, basically.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And I had two friends, right, when I was growing up, and if you close your eyes, you'd think they're black people. When you open your eyes, they were white people. So they spoke like this is just during the 80s. They spoke like black people. Do you know what I mean? So there wasn't this. Where I grew up is a rough area. It's a very rough area, Battersea, right? Incredibly rough area. People were getting stabbed all the time. So where I was, there wasn't this divide at all. You know what I mean? So it depends where you are.
Okay, we had reached a point in the 2000s when we were a post-racist society.
Yeah.
Right, we were all fine. Like Mickey and Rose on Doctor Who, nobody even thought that was weird.
Do you know what really made me smile? This is like 10 years ago. I remember I was walking down the street and there's this guy, white guy, old guy, he must be maybe in his late 50s, maybe 60. He was walking down the street and this black guy, same age, was walking towards him. And the black guy started screaming, "Oi, you!" And he ran up towards him and he stopped and he looked at his face. And it was a second there I thought was going to kick off, but they both hugged each other because they've been, I assume they were long time friends, and they both they never saw each other for years and years and years. And they started laughing. I think the black guy started crying and stuff because like he hadn't seen his friend in ages and stuff like that. But as I said, if you look at it from the outside, you think it was gonna kick off. Do you know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
So that's how far we came, and now it's dropped because of all this social media rubbish.
We've gone backwards. Now, so we got a bunch of women. In historical setting, and of course Disney Plus.
Oh no! Why is that woman dressed like a man though?
Renegade now. Who gives a shit? I don't know. This I've got to see the first episode of. I like Colin Farrell. Although, have you seen the trailer for the Penguin?
I can't be asked with that.
I saw it. Did you see the Batman movie?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Okay, me either. Long, boring, and what's the name was shit as Batman. But the thing that really annoyed me is Colin Farrell as Penguin, right? I love Colin Farrell. I love the Penguin, right? Do you love a bit of Colin? I do. I love a bit of Colin Farrell. Do you like the Penguin? Oh, yes, so we got both of them. We're going to put them together for you. And then what they give us, something that looks like nothing like Colin Farrell.
Farrell, yeah.
Fucking penguin.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I hear this show Sugar is really good. I hear it's really good. But
Okay,
I
I
haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen it. But
also on Apple Plus. Apple Plus has a lot of solid shows.
Well, Apple Plus doesn't have to compete with anyone. They just feel like they look. The whole philosophy of Apple, that's the whole philosophy of Apple, is they're not going to compete. They're going to do their own thing and sell and sell the product as Apple. This is Apple, right? And that's their power, right? So they don't feel like they can compete with anything. Unlike Amazon feels they have to compete with Netflix and everything else. Do you know what I mean? But Apple, they're smart. They go, we are the product. You know what we're about. This is what we're offering. Take it or leave it. That's what they do. That's what they do. So yeah,
and it's also it's a solid product. The technology works well. I would love to get these Stingray figures. These look awesome.
Oh, they look great. Yeah.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
Anything else here? Cat Canary, Greatest Hits, generally.
There was that Omen film that came out, which I forgot it came out. You know, it was.
This looks good though. Did you remember this?
Oh God, I remember this. BBC One screened it.
Yeah, so it's just been released on Blu-ray.
Oh, I remember it though. I can't remember a lot of it. I remember I watched 3 episodes because it was so late. Yeah, my dad used to make me go to bed. So it was so late that I couldn't watch. But I remember it being looking fascinating. And
it was fascinating. It was really. Let's see if I can find the trailer for it. 1 second.
Yeah.
1 sec. We'll go The Martian Chronicles.
What about Ballerina? That's coming out soon. Have you heard of that?
I think I looked at the trailer yesterday.
There's a lot of fake trailers out there, though. You got to make sure you're watching the right one. I don't think there's a proper trailer out of it yet.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, so there's a lot of fake ones out there. But apparently they pushed back production because they've convinced Keanu Reeves to be in it. So he's going to be more in it now. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Also, I can't find the Martian Chronicles trailer, but I found something that's fascinating that we have to check out.
All right. don't tell me it's Shouty dancing again.
Probably. I mean, like it's just, why is he so gay?
Don't know.
Can you just calm down? Can you just calm down with the gayness shooting? No, I can't calm down. This is a teaser trailer made by AI, I think, of a 1980s Justice League movie.
Oh, I've seen this. This is fantastic.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I don't know who's in it yet. Who's Wonder Woman?
Look who they've cast as everyone.
Okay, this is the best bit when he's. That Green Lantern looks so much better than any Green Lantern.
Absolutely.
It looks so much better.
Yeah.
And that looks better as well than Aquaman.
Yeah.
Harrison
Ford as Batman.
Yeah, I guess it was like 1980.
Yeah, I don't know if that would work. I don't know if that would work.
I don't think that would work.
Yeah.
I think Michael Keaton really nailed it at that point.
That's
okay. I like that. John Travolta is a Superman.
Maybe. Oh,
Mia Sarah? Who's that?
I recognize the name, but I can't place the face.
Yeah. Tom Cruise as a Flash?
No,
not even close.
No, yeah.
Tom Cruise was Batman before.
Yes. Or Iron Man. Because he was going to be Iron Man at one point.
Well, there's the 1980s Gibson's Howard Jones. This is terrible.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. It doesn't make any sense, does it? No.
Kevin Costner.
That works.
I can go for.
That works. I
think it's got the Robin Hood vibes.
Yeah, that works.
Shazam!
No. That works. Yeah, that works.
That works really well.
Yeah, that works. Maybe.
Bad.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the original from the movie is probably better.
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid, no, that's bad.
No, it's not good.
That's awesome, right?
That could
is
work.
absolutely awesome.
That could work. Yeah. Oh no. Maybe.
Yeah, a bit old.
Yeah. He was younger then, wasn't he?
Yes, I guess so, but he's still too old.
Yeah. Yes.
That's good.
But do you know what? Even at his age, he could still play the Joker. You know.
Absolutely.
If I was making a Batman movie, that's the first person I would go to.
Yeah, actually, I don't think you're wrong there. Here, 1 second.
Keith David.
Who is that?
He's the guy. I do believe he was the guy at the ending of The Thing, the black guy who was sitting with at the ending with him. Yeah, I think he's Keith David. I think, isn't he? I think he's Keith David. I'm not sure. If somebody in the chat could tell us. Peter Weller.
That's excellent.
That's excellent.
Really
yeah, that would work.
Again, Peter Weller is another reason why you got to watch Westworld and watch every season minimally twice, right? It's so much work. It's so much work, but so rewarding.
Who?
Right, this is getting boring now. This is the guy from The Mummy.
Oh, Wesley Snipes says,
no. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
That's not bad.
Yeah, a bit.
And
Keanu Reeves is who? Was who?
Dick Grayson.
Oh, no. That doesn't work.
Even the young one, young Rob Lowe as
who?
Tim
Robert?
Drake. Was another Batman? Okay. Carrie Fisher's Lois Lane.
That works.
In 1980, she could have pulled it off.
Yes. Yeah. No, that could work.
Fisher as Alfred. No, he was too old.
Maybe.
You're Brainiac.
Oh no.
Christopher Lee Jones on. Yes, that's good.
Yeah, that could work. Especially when he was that age.
Gina Davis as Vera.
Arnold Kazar. No.
Okay. Far better than that, right? Far better than that. Hang on a second.
Is what?
This one you mustn't see. It is really funny. This is the Avengers from 1978.
Oh, right. I think I've seen this one. Brilliant.
I just feel like with the music, it feels like I'm watching porn. I don't know why.
Aerospace Heroes. I remember this. This was an awful episode, wasn't it?
I remember I liked this show. They made 2 movies with this Captain.
This was produced by Elton John, wasn't it? The Captain America movie.
Was it really? I thought it was Gary Larson did it.
No, but it was produced by Elton John. Elton John put money into it.
Okay, that's kind of wild.
I know.
I love Iron Man.
Thor. What's with the fur?
Oh, that was from the Thor when he appeared in the movie The Trial of the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it?
They were going to make a TV show of it.
I know.
It never came off.
Oh, no.
I love Iron Man. Tony Stark. Peter Winterguy and Tony Stark. This is perfect. I'm sorry.
Who's that? Loki.
I love Iron Man. He's like Dildo Boy. What is up with that?
I don't know what that's from.
I don't know either.
Oh God. Yeah.
What?
Hawkeye, because he was Hawkeye.
Oh, okay, fine. That Hawkeye.
Yeah.
climbing. I tell you, they go up and down stairs like nothing. These people, right? That's their superpower. We get to go up and down stairs really quickly all the time.
His shield is weird. You see through his shield.
Yeah, what the clear?
Yeah, clear shield. One. Yeah, awful.
Okay, now they've got Battlestar Galactica in
it. Yeah,
that just gets even better.
Wait, what?
I think having Kiss as the villains is brilliant.
It looks awful.
I would love this. Okay. So that actually had a similar vibe to a real show. Did you ever see Peacemaker?
Which one? Oh, the TV show with.
Yeah.
No, I never watched it.
Oh,
I find that character
brilliant.
I find that character distasteful. Personally.
Well, I can see that's why the show's so good. Here, one second. Let me grab a trailer. That's why the show's so good because I can't stand John Cena. Right? He's seems like a real douchebag to me. He made this character who was a douchebag in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Into a really layered and what's the word I'm looking for?
It killed Rick Flag. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Why would you give him a show?
And yet still, a layered character with pathos that you cared about, right? At the same time as being really, really funny. Right? One sec. Here's a trailer.
Kids, and that's how I defeated one of the world's most dangerous villains with only my 2 fists. My Desert Eagle and 2 rocket launchers. Eat peace, motherfuckers! Any questions?
Have you met Wonder Woman?
She did spend an entire party IFing me from across the room.
Sick.
Dude, I said effing. Hey! All right!
Again, it's not parody anymore.
Yeah, it just I don't know. I didn't like his character in the movie.
Listen, that's the point I'm telling you. That James Gunn did such an incredibly good job with this show, right? He took a character that you were supposed to hate and make it genuinely work, right? Like you made him really care about it.
Isn't that Disney's mantra though?
No, this isn't Disney. This is.
I know it's not Disney, but didn't Disney do that to all their villains, like Maleficent and all that?
No, because he's still an asshole. That's the one thing. He's still an asshole all the way through it.
I was hesitant to bring you onto this team, but right now the world needs a son of a bitch, and you're the only one I got.
No, you don't have to call me Peacemaker. You can call me Chris.
Just because you're handsome doesn't mean you're not a piece of shit.
Think I'm handsome?
Oh my God.
Okay.
This task force doesn't officially exist.
You want to do this job?
Who's the black girl?
Who's
she playing?
She plays this is a covert unit. He's sequestered.
What's her power then?
She doesn't have any.
She doesn't have any power.
She's a her right. She's like the companion, right? The person who you're supposed to relate to.
Okay.
She's supposed to be a normie, essentially, who got this job working with a Shield. Is it Shield or whatever? No, with who is it? I can't remember.
It's DC, isn't it? Yeah, it's DC.
Yeah. So
it doesn't officially exist.
You want to do this job? You can't balk ever.
Ah, shit! Listen, I can help. I'm stellar with weapons in combat.
You don't have to shoot people after I already killed them.
Do you get the feeling that she's there because the box needed to be ticked?
No, that's the thing. Really, genuinely not. Right? Really, genuinely.
All right, let me ask you another question. If this TV show was made 10 years ago, do you reckon they would have cast someone like that?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, no, definitely yes.
Definitely not. No way.
Definitely yes.
No way.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's part of a joke. It's part
Is it? Okay. Okay, I haven't seen it.
As somebody who's actually seen it, you're wrong, right? She is
okay. All right.
Like normally, what they do with these things is they cast they give black people shitty roles that they would never get normally, right? And make them don't really do much or just be terrible characters, right? And then ignore that they're black or they're whatever they are, right? This is her being a big fat black lesbian is a very important part of the show and very funny part of the show.
Oh, she's a lesbian too.
Yeah. And
okay.
But again, there's a reason to it that works, right?
Okay. You know what, Rabbi? Right? Do you remember when we were saying, "Oh, Doctor Who doesn't look too good"?
But I've seen this,
and then you were ignoring it.
I've seen this, and I know it's good.
So you're telling me that having a huge fat black girl in this that happens to be a lesbian doesn't?
No, it's not happens to be lesbian. It's not that she happens to be a lesbian. It's important to the story. There's a good gag built into it that goes through the whole season.
Well, you can see why I'm a bit cynical over this, can't you? Because of what's gone in the past.
Of course I can. Of course I can. Look, honestly, it takes somebody of real talent and integrity to be able to take the wokeness that they're given today and make it work.
Are you admitting its wokeness then?
What?
Are you admitting its wokeness then?
What, having fat black women and everything? Yes.
A lesbian.
That fat black lesbian women. Yeah, and everything. Yes, I have noticed that. Right.
Okay.
That is that's an ongoing theme. I think we could say, right.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I wouldn't know. So
I'm telling you again. I've seen this. And I know it's genuinely funny and has the characters you end up liking and caring about these characters by the end of it.
It's as a filmmaker and a writer, it is very difficult to write something that resonates with people. All you can do is write stuff that you
know what? In that case, you must watch this show. Right?
I can't. I haven't got Max. I
think there's a way you might be able to get it.
You mean sail the 7 seas? Is that what you mean?
Exactly.
Or go to India? That's what you mean?
or just pay $10 and get Max for the month, right? And then that's what I recommend. Anyway, let me see if there's anything good in this trailer.
In game day, bitches.
Aren't you guys being a little nonchalant about all this?
Are you insinuating there is a wrong time and a right time to rock?
So okay. So what makes this good? Again, having the big fat lesbian woman, black lesbian in it, is essentially what happens if rednecks are superheroes is the question, right? And so it's a very redneck, low class, street level world, right? And it's very funny for that, which is why she fits in there with that. It's not jarring, right? It's supposed to be but these are supposed to be characters who you can relate to in some way.
Well, I haven't seen it, so I can't comment. So you have.
Yeah. You don't understand what we're up against.
We need every hand on deck.
By the way, this guy. Oh yeah, and then he's got a CGI eagle as a sidekick. Incredible, right? It's absolutely incredible. 8-bit Snake Boy. I can't stand John Cena either, right? I can't stand him either, and I don't like the character. And still it was good, right? And it was made in 2022, the one of the worst times for woke ever, right? And still it was good.
An eagle?
It's eagle. That's okay.
Ah, my asshole! What the fuck's wrong with your bird?
Such a good, handsome boy.
Dude, we're saving the world. It's everything we've ever wanted.
Oh, shit. Fuck, dude! Fuck yeah! Tell me what you know.
I'm not telling you shit.
How do you like that?
I like it. I like it a lot. I don't give a fuck.
What?
Give it all you got. Hey, don't worry. I'm not giving this guy anything.
Maybe you could just give him a little.
Hey, Sweet Cheeks, can you take my order real quick?
Seriously, dude.
She had cherubic cheeks. It's a compliment. Sweet Cheeks is your butt. No, it's not.
It is. It's like calling somebody, I don't know, sugar tits.
Totally inappropriate. Tits are way too big to be sugar tits. Sugar tits are like smaller, perkier tits, like yours. Technically, I think you may have sugar tits too, but somehow that also feels inappropriate.
And it's also funny.
Yeah, it looks quite fun, but as I said, I haven't got Max, and I don't want to pay for Max either. So
I would say, ethical concerns aside, it's worth staying in 7 scenes for. Right?
Okay.
It was really good. Right? It was really, really good. And I'm looking forward to season 2. What do you think of the James Gunn?
It's funny you should talk about Gunn. Right? Oh, just on the side, Zach, who's the
Snyder.
director? He was in the UK last week. In fact, he was in Forbidden Planet down Oxford Street.
What, Zack Snyder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he was. I got pictures to prove it. So he was in Forbidden Planet. I wasn't there. My friend was there, and he sent me pictures. He was just, I don't know whether he was there to sign, because it didn't look like it, because nobody was queuing up. So
I bet he was just there to shop. He's a bit of a geek.
Maybe, but there was somebody videoing him. So I don't know. Where's the picture?
Maybe it's an extra for a DVD or something.
I don't know. Hold on. So copy. How do I send this? Oh no. I'll send it to you via Twitter.
You could just share the screen. Nope.
Yeah, I'll send it to you via Twitter if I can.
Okay, 1 second.
Wait, hold on 1 second. But yeah, he was in London. Paste. Right. So this is the first one. That's part of a video that still I've sent you. But I haven't got the video because my friend met him. I got my friend here. Copy.
Oh yeah, this is totally a DVD extra, right? This is totally a DVD.
No, it's not. It's him in Forbidden Planet. That Forbidden Planet.
No, but I think they're filming a DVD extra.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
That's what I think.
Maybe. So this is the second one. My friend Damon had met him. It looks like he was signing stuff in Forbidden Planet, which is downstairs, because it looks like the second picture I sent you, it's like they're downstairs.
Yeah, that looks like he's doing. So here, one second. I got to share these pictures.
Yeah.
So 1 second. Let me go. Oh no, did the wrong thing. Hang on. I got to show you what I shared by mistake. You will like this. Share screen. Doink.
Yeah, because he was because I don't know if you know Forbidden Planet in yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. I don't know if you know Forbidden Planet in
Oxford Street.
Well, it's not. Yes, Oxford Street.
I don't know if I've been to their latest location. I used to them in Denmark Street.
Yeah,
back
they
in
used
the old days.
Yes, they had two, a red store and a blue store, which was
right. Forbidden Planet
fantastic.
2 was around in St. Giles.
Yeah,
Street.
yeah. So this is when you come in through the door, and that on the right, there's this glass of all these models, fantastic models, and he was looking at them. I don't know who that guy is next to. Maybe it's a documentary he's making. And then the second picture is my friend who met him, obviously. So I didn't. So that looks like No, that doesn't look like downstairs. It looks like upstairs. So maybe he was there to sign autographs and stuff like that. So
who knows?
So yeah, interesting. Very
interesting. It's the. I just wish I liked Rebel Moon more. Although I did like Justice League, and they're talking about doing animated versions of the rest of his DC cycle, which I would be super down for. Right, yeah. I would love that. But in general, this is what I think media needs to be able to do. They need to downgrade a lot and have low production values. Like the money they're spending is, especially on Doctor Who, is ridiculous and doesn't help it at all. It was much better when it looked a little bit cheaper, and it didn't matter for that. And you had like 12, 13 episode seasons. Like that, we can't do that anymore. It's ridiculous. It means we're doing something wrong.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I mean, I think a lot of people are Hollywood's always slow in catching up, but they're going to soon realize that they don't have to spend so much money, and stars don't sell movies anymore because the stars don't exist anymore. Well, they do, but if you know what I mean. So they're going to come to the conclusion where they'll be using AI, and the actors will protest, and crews will protest, but they will continue on. Because do you remember the old? I've always told this story in the 40s when Warner Brothers, when they created this new invention called television, Warner Brothers ignored it, didn't they? And all the other channels, apart from Universal embraced it.
You're right.
Universal beat their pants, didn't they? Because television got huge.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but there's quite a good 1950s. Was it YouTube 1950s anti-TV ad? 1950s.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
It's really good. Like why the citizens better anti-TV and anti. I mean, like, this is a good thing about YouTube. You find anything, you can find basically anything on an anti-TV ad. Let's see. Is that it? The anti-homosexual ad, okay. Anti-gay ad, anti-smoking ad. No, I can't find it. But it was like showing like how small a TV screen was and how much better the big screen.
Oh, the big screen was, yeah.
Right, and then they worked out. Oh, if we just make the content for the TV shows, we're quids in, and everyone's happy again.
But that's the thing, you see, with AI, you either embrace it and try and see where it's going and try and embrace it that way, or you completely ignore it and then, you know, hope it will fail
as it happens, right? I am totally embracing it.
Yeah,
I really like what you can do with AI.
But
right?
in the big scheme of things, Rabbi, you're not that important too when it comes to entertainment. I'm talking about Hollywood. And I'm talking about the actors and the crews and stuff like that.
That's really the point I've been making all the way through. That the times they are changing.
Yeah,
right?
they definitely are.
Once you give people the means to do these things, you're not going to be able to put that back in its box, right?
No.
It will be the end of, it'll be the end of entertainment as we know.
Unless the Hollywood system or the people that are in charge monopolize the whole thing.
They're going to try and they're going to fail.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They're trying to monopolize YouTube. And
right.
They are,
and the only result of that will be the death of YouTube.
Yeah, but again, you know, I hope that doesn't happen. But they are, you know.
Oh, I would love YouTube to die. I would love YouTube to die. Yeah, and we all move to Rumble. So much better.
Well,
it would be so much better.
Well, here's hoping. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, things like, look, people said blockbusters will never go out of business.
Also, talking about James Gunn, we were talking about James Gunn before, weren't we? I don't know if you watched that show called Inside You with the guy Michael Rosenbaum. He interviews famous people. Right. Yeah, it's meant to be a podcast, but you can see it on YouTube. And he interviews, and he was interviewing James Gunn. Now, I don't know anything about James Gunn. All I know is what James Gunn has produced and what he's talking about when he's talking about Superman, stuff like that. But after looking at that interview, I think to myself, he's not a bad chap. He's quite funny, you know.
Honestly, everything I've seen that he's done, I've liked.
Yeah.
Literally,
no. I disagree with the direction he's taking Superman. You know,
what's the direction that he's taking?
Well, no, in connection with all the information that we've got from him about Superman. Do you know what I mean? I disagree with that information, but you know, you only get half. You're not even getting half the story there. You're getting a quarter of the story, and you have to judge it by what's presented. Okay, so I think it's the wrong direction according to the information that's been presented to me.
Well, specifically, what direction are they going in? Because I don't know.
What is it? The casting. I don't agree with the casting for Lois Lane.
Really?
Yeah,
Rachel Brosnahan, she's great. What's wrong with her?
Yeah, nothing wrong with her. I just think they could cast better.
Wait, have you seen The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
Yes, I have. She is nice.
She's great in that.
Yeah, she is. But the question is she good for Lois Lane? I don't know. But I wouldn't.
I think Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is a perfect.
Rabbi, you're not getting what I'm saying. It's not that I disagree with what he. It's not that I saying that he should never have done it. What I'm saying is, if I was doing Superman, I would never have cast her. That's all I'm saying, right?
Okay, but it just seems to me that that seems to be like casting when I go, oh yeah. When I heard what's his name, Matt Reeves, Batman, who did he get?
The
Twilight kid.
Yeah, the Twilight guy. I can't remember.
Yeah, when I heard that, I said, that sounds stupid. That's never going to work. Oh, I'll be open-minded, right?
Yeah.
And then it came out, and I saw it when it was on HBO Max. And I said, oh, the movie is boring and long, and also the casting is stupid. He totally doesn't work. Robert Pattinson.
Yeah,
Robert Pattinson
work
as a Batman. But this one...
Yeah, but the thing is that one
she's
saying is...
perfect. She's hot. She's like spunky. Excuse me. Excuse my language. But, no, she is. She's like, I think I can see her playing a very traditional 1950s.
No, okay, right. So no, she might make a good Lois Lane, but as I said, if I was in charge, I would never cast her. But what I'm saying is that there's that
I'm intrigued.
Hold on, there's this rumor that going around that it's her that saves the day rather than Superman. You know all these stupid rumors that are around. So basically, you kind of wonder.
I mean, it certainly sounds 2020s.
Yeah. So all these rumors that are going around makes you wonder whether it's going to be any good. And then you come to the conclusion that it might not be very good because of what's happened in the past and DC and Marvel and it going woke and stuff like that.
So what I normally do? Go ahead.
But right, when I saw this interview with him, I'll send you the link. It's really interesting. Right. I just thought he came across as a really nice guy. Now I'm thinking, I've got second thoughts about what he's doing now, and I'm just hoping that he's going to
honestly
deliver the goods.
He personally is woke as fuck, right? James Gunn, right? He's
but I don't know that now because after listening to him speak, he doesn't sound like he's woke at all.
He was during the Trump years. He was being like crazy,
right? Okay.
Right? Well, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him make anything that I didn't like. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I like all of them. I like even the second one. I like the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
No, what I'm saying, the point I'm trying to make is the perception of someone through social media might not be the right. I'll give you another example, right? So I was talking to my DOP a couple of days ago, the director of photography. He did the photography on Rebecca Gold, and we went for a beer, and he was on that show that Henry Cavill was on, the TV show. What was it called again? The Witcher, right? And I was saying, I like Henry Cavill. I think he's great. And he was like, that guy's a bastard. He goes,
really? Because he comes across as a class act.
Yeah. So basically, he was there on the set, and he said that Henry Cavill gave him so much trouble. He changed all the dialogue that was on the script. He didn't want to say. He literally changed all. You know what I mean? He was telling me all these things.
We can argue that from the other direction, like he says. Because the people making it were like he was apparently sold
exactly what I said,
being an accurate representation of
exactly what I said, and
right.
Then he still reiterated that he was an asshole. So I mean, who knows? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So,
honestly, I don't care. I see Henry Cavill is saying, I know I'm going to enjoy it. Like that Mission Impossible movie he was in is the best.
It was good. Yeah,
it was. He was a great villain.
Yeah, he was. I'm just saying that, I guess what I'm saying is that the only way you're going to know if someone's a villain or a good guy is to meet them or to see who they are, I guess.
Right. Absolutely. But again, I mean, a lot of the casting about the Superman movie, I really like. I like the guy from Barry as Metamorpho, right? I like that leading into kind of like the more camp Super Friends era.
Oh no!
No,
really?
I think that's a great idea, right? I think it's a fun. Like if I was doing James Bond, I would totally have.
Who? I've lost. Have we lost contact, or have I lost contact?
More camp James Bond.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I think he could do the suave, like he could be a modern version of the Roger Moore James Bond.
Right?
Which would be great to see again, that sort of thing. Cinema going needs to be fun, right? It needs to be fun, and it's just not.
No, it's not. It's as I said, it's full of politics and stuff like that. But
right,
I for me, I would just make a Superman movie. I wouldn't have Green Lantern in it. I wouldn't have anyone. I want to see if this is going to resonate with audience first. And then when you do that, that's when you can decide to put other heroes into the movie. But it seems like James Gunn is trying to put everyone into this first movie. And it's like, well, why? This is a Superman movie.
That's the thing. I will not. I have to see something before I can really formulate an opinion, which is why I'm still hopeful for the new era of Doctor Who. Right? You see, I can. I went to church on Ruby Road as if it was a complete reboot, right?
It was terrible.
I found it quite enjoyable.
Well, that's where me and you differ, then, isn't it?
Like I thought he was. I didn't see enough of him to really be annoyed by him.
He was rubbish.
He's getting more. He's a lot more annoying now because I keep seeing him mug into bloody camera.
He was terrible. He there was nothing that said Doctor Who about him in that Christmas special. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There was nothing.
For me, and again, watching it in its own context, there was nothing that said not. I didn't see all the gay shit in that one. Although then I'm forgetting you had the trans character in Ruby's band, which was that was the most off-putting thing of it. Right?
You didn't see any gay shit. What about when he was dancing in the club with a skirt?
Yeah, I guess pretty gay.
it just when he
and like the and also being snowman. But again, that was more to me. Okay, I could sit and watch that with kids or grandkids, like young kids, and not be embarrassed because it wasn't overtly,
yes, it was. Me and you were watching a completely two different shows.
It didn't feel like for me. I like from the minute they were on the rope ladder with the goblins, it felt like a new iteration of Doctor Who to me. Right now, if it goes like the specials, which it almost certainly will, right? It's insane to think that it won't go like the specials and be so overtly woke and annoying that I won't be able to deal with it, right? Which is almost certainly what's going to go down. But until it happens, I'm not going to. I want to give people the down.
Are you happy with this iteration of the Doctor? Oh, he's gone.
Oh, am I frozen or are you frozen?
No, you got frozen. I don't know. I might have got frozen. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, and here's the evidence of this new production is insane. They fired the best part of it. Like I thought she was very good in it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but there's a rumor she hasn't been fired though. You heard that one?
Oh bollocks! That is been put out to to save face, right? It is 100. She was 100% fired.
Well, why do you think that is then?
What the real reason, and that nobody will ever say, even to themselves, is because she was better than Shouty Gatwa. She stole the screen from Shouty Gatwa, and she continued to steal the screen, I think, from Shouty Gatwa. Right? She's the relatable person that you would watch in this show. Right? Shouty Gatwa was this weird gay mugging asshole, right? But she, again, other than being insanely hot, she's also very she's a good actress. I think she's a far superior actress to Shouty Gatwa. And I think she was white, and I think she was straight. And sayonara, baby. Too many strikes against you.
Yeah, but you do realize that this picture is not a good representation of her.
I know. This is put through Rabbi vision, right? Rabbi Vision is awesome. If I could sell Rabbi Vision glasses, everyone's life would be better.
But I don't know. I think he's the wrong casting for the Doctor. He's absolutely awful. He didn't bring anything to the role. The story.
It looks like it's stunt casting. Not stunt casting. It looked like it was a gender-driven casting to me.
It was,
but I'm not going to come out and say it until I actually see it. When I see it, I see it. When I don't, I don't. I'm always optimistic, right? Unless look, there was no way Star Trek Discovery Season 5 was going to not be shit, right? There was no way. But Star Trek Picard Season 3 being awesome rocked my world, right? It changed the way I looked at everything. I was like, wow, that was really.
It was good. It was good, but there were still little bits in it that I thought I didn't like. But that's beside the point. The point is, I did enjoy. I did enjoy most of it. But but with this Doctor Who, I'm sorry. There's only so many times somebody could slam your head against a brick wall and saying, "Do you like that?" And you go, "No." Right, I'm going to do it again. Okay, go in then. Go ahead and do it again. That's the way I see it.
The David specials being woke as fuck.
They were terrible.
Being woke as fuck and not very good, and a ridiculous waste of resources is a very strong proof to your point of view. I'm not denying it, but I like to say I like to hold out until I see it. Right, that's basically where I am.
I think you've got to see it because you need to report it. But me as a Doctor Who fan, And
Oh,
I'm not as
a
crazy
Doctor Who
as
fan, this is totally skippable, right?
yeah. I'm not as crazy as Dan with Doctor Who. I'm a fan, but I'm not super fan. But I am a fan, and this is just basically. How many times could you have your heart broken on Doctor Who? Sorry, but this is the end.
In my head, everything post Capaldi, I've like it's fan fiction.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bother me that much. By the way, I love having the dumpster fire with Doctor Who on the background.
Dumpster. Well, we call them bins over here.
Bins.
Yeah, but the thing is, hopefully, they're hoping that a lot of people who like this version will like it and support the show.
There's not enough people. That's the thing. Do you remember the movie Bros, the gay romantic comedy?
Yeah, I remember that.
It died a death because it was marketed to 3% of the fucking population.
Okay, right, but Rabbi, right? I was at a con once, right, and this was last year, and Jodie Whittaker was there, and you would think that because there's a huge backlash about Jodie Whittaker, you think that nobody or even half of the auditorium would be full, but it wasn't. It was jam-packed and nobody said anything. Nobody screamed at her saying she was an idiot. Nothing. Everybody was cheering when she came on. Do you know what I mean? So maybe we are in a bit of a bubble. I don't know. But
I don't think so. Again,
there was a huge fan base.
The data is overwhelming. That they got what 300 people in a room? It's not.
No, it wasn't. It was more than that. I'm not even exaggerating here either. It wasn't only 300 people. If it was only 300 people, I would have been laughing. There was a huge auditorium and it was packed and it was screaming and they all it was like it was Tom Baker on stage. You know what I mean?
Again, I think the vast majority of those people are trying to convince themselves they didn't sign up for absolute shit.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm just saying that if look. The bottom line is, if you're a moral person, you should not be watching Doctor Who. Another thing, the bottom line is, if you're a Doctor Who fan, you should not be watching Doctor Who because this is not Doctor Who. That's what I'm saying. But that's just me. Anybody else wants to watch it? Good luck to them. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. I mean, look. The biggest problem with Doctor Who, which is why I think you're not watching it, is that the Doctor is now a degenerate slut, and that doesn't really work for me. Right,
he's not even the Doctor, Rabbi. The other Doctor's still alive. How could he be the Doctor?
Look, there is no creative decision they've done so far, other than hiring Millie Gibson, where I said, "Oh, that's a good creative decision," right? Like, and they fired her obviously because they can't have too much good going on. Fine, yeah. I have to head off in a second. I got to do my ritual search for the 11th.
Okay.
We have to go around with a little candle around my house and look for little bits of bread. It's a weird
thing. Well, good luck with that one.
Good luck, everybody. It's a Jewy thing for Passover.
Absolutely.
And then tomorrow I have to burn the bread. Fine.
And you have to clean the place as well.
Sorry.
Don't you have to clean everything?
I've been doing it the last 2 fucking weeks. It's been a nightmare. Okay. Fine. You've opened this door. I'm going to let you know what you have to do. You have to remove any grain product whatsoever, any pot, pan, plate, knife, fork, anything. And then you've got to get all different. You can pass over pot, pan, plates, and forks and put them out. But you can get 2 sets of them, one for dairy, one for meat, because you're not allowed to mix the two.
Wow.
And you've got to scrub the entire house clean. It's a nightmare. Oh, God.
No, loads of respect for religion.
Listen, look, there is a commandment that says when anybody comes to you and says they're interested in converting to Judaism, you're supposed to dissuade them. I'm like, no problem. I'm right there. I could totally do that one. Hey, do you like your food costing double the amount of money and everybody hating you? Judaism might be for you. Do you like getting beaten up by giant mobs of anti-Semites rampaging from London every Saturday? Judaism might be for you.
Oh dear.
Did you see the Met Police?
I did, yeah.
Oh my God! Somebody was obviously was very noticeably Jewish, so they had to be detained. It was. 1 second. I'll show you this for a couple of seconds. We'll watch it more on my Tuesday stream. But this is hilarious.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Constable Detective Officer Peter Pisspot from Twat Valley Police. Assalamu alaikum. Now, as many of you will be aware, there have been some instances over recent weekends of openly Jewish people swanning around London being flagrantly Jewish, with the little hats on and all that. Basically behaving as if they own the place, just swaggering about openly in the streets being Jewish. Obviously, this is very provocative, given that only pro-Palestinian protesters are welcome in London every weekend since last October and every weekend for the foreseeable future. Weekends in London.
So we will watch more of that, but yeah, pretty much.
That guy's eyes are weird.
What?
The guy's eyes are weird.
I know. I think he was wearing contacts or something.
Was he? Like black?
Yeah, I think he wanted to get a dead-eyed stare. I think that's maybe what he was going for. Fine. With that, I have to hunt for the bread with a candle.
And the whizzy wheel. Where's the whizzy wheel?
And the whizzy wheel's coming. Because first I hit the end broadcast button, I say, good night, good luck, and may your God walk with you. And that